Howdy, Barons, and welcome back to BTV. I'm Tucker Brown.
And I'm Fiona Edwards. So, Tucker, how was your weekend?
My weekend was very good. I went to Lafayette Jet for a show choir competition, and Sunday I just kind of chillaxed. What about you, Fiona?
I also went to the show choir competition on Saturday, where we absolutely slayed down the stage. And as a crew member, I'm so proud of our our performers, such as Tucker. And then on Sunday, I went to watch our middle school's production of High School Musical, and it was so good. Also, Barons, in this newscast, you will have a chance to win cinnamon rolls for your SST.
You can win by listening very closely to hints we give out in each story about a certain teacher. At the end, send in an email to Mr. Friels about who you think the teacher is.
Also, teachers, make sure you are the one sending in the emails, not your students. Now, let's send it back to my co-host with our first story.
First hint, Barons. This teacher fenced in high school. Now on to our story. On the north side of Fort Wayne, a new project was just announced. By the summer of 2026, Back 9 Golf will be built. Back 9 Golf is very similar to Top Golf. You can have fun with friends and family while getting a bite to eat and playing some golf. More information will be released on a later date. Now let's send it to a windy segment of weather.
Hey Barons, it is the one and only John Ballard, and I'm here with your weather. So, starting with today, we have 54 degrees, and it is a 20% chance of rain. On Wednesday, it is 51 degrees with a 45% chance of rain. Thursday, it is 36 degrees with a 20% chance of snow. And then on Friday, it is 39 degrees with a 25% chance of snow. Stay warm, Barons, and have a great rest of your day. Love ya! Mwah.
Thanks for the weather update, John. DeKalb Baron art students have been invited to the Waterloo Public Library to showcase a traveling art gallery series. Students, parents, and community members are welcome and encouraged to stop by and take a look at the work the DeKalb Art Department has worked hard to put together, starting today, Tuesday, March 3rd through Tuesday, March 18th, during library hours 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, let's send it to sports.
Hello Barons, I'm Faith Quaitons and welcome back to sports. To kick off sports today, we would like to say congratulations to Mr. Beckman on his race in the Tokyo Marathon. He finished 612th out of nearly 38,000 people. That is crazy awesome. Great job, Mr. Beckman. On to some gymnastics news. Congratulations to Tyler DePriest and Paige Fillenworth for advancing to regionals. Paige with first place on floor, a sectional champion, and Tyler in second place on floor. Great job, ladies. On Saturday, the boys basketball team traveled to Northridge to play their last game before sectionals. Sadly, the boys ended the game with a loss, the score being 31-52. Make sure to cheer on our boys at Garrett on Tuesday against Leo for their first sectional game. That's it for me. Now back to the studio.
Thanks for that rockin' sports update, Faith. Also, here's your second hint, Barons. This teacher fenced in middle school and also has a dog named Fritz. Now moving on. Community Harvest Food Banks serving Allen, DeKalb, and Huntington counties has received a $7,500 grant from the Beacon Credit Union Foundation. Grants were presented to 6 different organizations that show a focus on improving the lives of members, friends, and neighbors in the communities that Beacon serves. Grant awards occur twice per year. The deadline to submit applications for consideration in July 2025 is May 31st. Organizations not receiving a grant may reapply for the next grant cycle. Organizations chosen for a grant may apply again after 1 full calendar year following the receipt of their grant. Now, let's send it to a movie review.
There are, in fact, dungeons, and there are, in fact, dragons in Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. You'd have never guessed. I'll be honest, I've never played the game, so maybe that would have improved the experience, but personally, I thought it was okay. I've seen better and I've seen worse. This movie featured popular actors like Chris Pine, who is really giving Fiera with the fit, Hugh Grant, and Bradley Cooper for a small part. My favorite part, sorry for the spoiler, was the fat dragon. It was so adorable and it reminded me of her old dog Elsa. I wish there was a picture. I wish. I believe that you'll like this movie if you played the game or like action sequences, as it was full of them. I've been Wyatt Nepper, and this has been Beyond the Silver Screen.
Thanks, Wyatt. That movie sounds really interesting. I might have to watch it. 3 years ago, on February 24th, Russia made its initial invasion of Ukraine. While this conflict started only 3 years ago, ties to the conflict date all the way back to the collapse of the Soviet Union and the Russian Revolution. Ukraine officially gained independence with the fall of the Soviet Union in December of 1991, as they made an overwhelming popular Declaration of Independence to split from the large nation. Before that, Ukraine had been a republic within the USSR following World War I. Ukraine suffered heavily under Stalin, along with many Baltic countries, which caused a lot of problems leading up to the split between the countries. With that, let's send it to compliments.
Hello, Barons, and welcome back to Third Party Compliments. I'm Wyatt Nepper, and I'm here with...
Elena Nora.
And Cole Snellenberger.
So, to start it off, Reese King, I love your style.
Molly Sonnenberg, you're a great friend.
Okay, then the one that I want to show is Tanner Dangler. It says you are very kind, and there's an owl or something. I don't know if you want to show it. It looks like an owl, which I liked the owl.
My next one is for Zella's Story. You're hilarious and a massive icon.
The next one is Claire McBride. Your outfits are always so cute. I picked this one because the handwriting is like amazing. I don't know who wrote that, but you have really good handwriting.
Thank you, Barons. Now back to the studio.
Thanks for those compliments, guys. Our jazz choir Dynamics is working hard at learning their songs for ISMA Jazz this weekend. Dynamics has 18 members this year. They will be singing More I Cannot Wish You, That I Ever Saw, That Ever I Saw, and finally, Love. Dynamics performs at 9:55, so come out and watch Dynamics free of charge. Now, let's send it to an Inside Secret Service Tucker segment.
Yes, sir. I promise I will. Don't worry, I won't let you down. Oh, hey, Barons. It's me, Secret Service Tucker. And I have another rumor for you. I've heard that there's some pretty awesome shows coming to your school this Friday. Let's go figure it out. Clue! I'm very certain that this might have something to do, Barons. Look at it, look at it. You. Come back. Come back. You ran away. I wonder if these could have anything to do with this. See that sign that says winners drink milk? That must mean I'm the best winner, because I always drink my milk, Barons. You should too. Kaden! Come back! Come back, Kaden! Kaden, come back here! I don't know where he went. Do you think this Matty G person knows anything about the show coming to your school on Friday? Mysterious. Hey, come back! Stop running! The gig's up, bud. just let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So, sir, do you know anything about the shows coming to the Barons School this Friday?
March 18th to Donuts and Dresses to...
You avoided the question. I bet you these set pieces might have something to do with it. Look at them in all their set piece glory. Okay, Barons, look at this. DeKalb Classic Connection Show Choir, ready backstage. I bet you there's a clue in here. Dramatic pause. It's dress bags. Or suit bags? If you're still confused, Barons, stay tuned for the convocation this Friday. I bet you that's where they'll show their shows. Secret Service.
Thanks, Secret Service Tucker. A TED Talk is a recorded public speaking presentation that is given at the main TED annual event or one of its many satellite events around the world. TED is a nonprofit devoted to spreading ideas, usually in the form of short, powerful talks, often called TED Talks. Mrs. Kenneman's speech class are doing some of their own TED Talks, and Faith got an awesome insight with her. So let's check it out.
Third hint, Barons. This teacher's favorite book is called A Wrinkle in Time. Also, remember, they fenced in high school and have a dog named Fritz. Now on to our story. DeKalb Show Choir Classic Connection will be going to Bishop Luers for a competition, performing their show Symphony. They will be performing at 3 p.m. on March 8th. We wish them the best of luck, and speaking of Classic Connection, last weekend on Saturday, they performed at Lafayette, where they placed 4th in the small mixed division. Jasmine Miller won Best Performer, and Ella Hathaway placed 2nd in solo comp. Congratulations to our Classic Connection students, and now let's send it to our favorite segment, Joke of the Day.
Hey Barons, welcome back to Joke of the Day. I'm Cooper, and this is...
I'm Justin Ternay.
So Justin, what joke do you have for us today?
Why couldn't the sailor learn the alphabet?
I don't know. Why couldn't he?
He kept getting lost at sea.
That's a knee slapper. Now back to the studio.
Wowie zowie, I'm drowning in laughter.
I know, right? I can't see over these tears, from that joke.
Before we end this newscast, here's your 4th and final hint, Barons.
This teacher used to work at the middle school 2 years ago. You might be taking their class again this year.
I wonder who it might be, Barons. Remember, they fenced in high school, have a dog named Fritz, and their favorite band book is A Wrinkle in Time, and they used to teach at the middle school.
Well, that's all for now, Barons.
Bye.
Bye.